Welcome back to our next video on doubles court positioning, and today we have a look at where we're standing when we're returning. We now look at where the returner is actually making their return from. No different to singles. On the forehand side, our right foot's pretty much right on that singles line. As the ball toss goes up, step forward, split step, making contact right on or just inside the baseline. This next part's really important. It's what your partner's doing as you're about to return. Where they're standing has a huge impact on what the net player does, what the server does. So if they're too close to the net, they're too wide, they're too deep, it just gives that net player too much opportunity to come and cross and poach, and giving them too much space to work with. So really important that our partner isn't too wide, close, or deep. Okay, so if my partners can't stand too close, too wide, too deep, where are they standing? The optimal spot is nearly right on that middle line, probably about half a metre max, to really close down that space in the middle of the court and giving that net player from the opposition team no space to work with down the middle of the court. Now, we get asked all the time, when do these circumstances change away from the textbook? Everything we say is about playing the percentages and controlling what we can. So often in tennis, we can't do that. So in doubles tennis, it's about transferring that pressure, giving your opponents more things to think about. How often do we make mistakes in tennis because we're just thinking about too much? So let's have a look now in the next couple of clips around what we're going to do to change that momentum back our way and give our opponents a different look when we need to. Okay, so now let's have a look. Initially, we wanted to really try and close down a bit of the space on our opponents, giving them no space to really work with to create pressure that way. Now we're thinking about we've got a big server or we need to change momentum of the match. So let's reverse that and give them all the space in the world to give them lots of options to try and create an error that way. So by doing that, my partner is going to come and join me back on the baseline. Okay, so now we just completely reverse that tactic. We've given them all the space to look at, trying to create the illusion of all this space, then confusing. So now let's completely flip that, and we're both going to close the net. My partner's going to be pretty much sitting right on the net. I'm going to come right inside the baseline, and we're going to get ready to pounce, trying to take all the time away from our opponents, making them panic. The reality is we all play so much more doubles tennis than we do singles tennis, and it is such a different game tactically. We teach the basics out of the old school textbook because that's the reality of what most of us still do. It's how we grew up, it's how we learned. There's always exceptions to those rules, so please practice the basics, make them second nature, and that alone will increase your winning percentage, and hopefully you'll enjoy tennis a little bit more. The best saying in tennis is you can't run out the clock, which means you're always in with a chance to come back, and doubles tennis gives you every single bit of that. Happy hitting from the TIA tennis community. Enjoy.